Chosen ones, seekers and listeners from every corner of the world, pause for a moment and breathe with me. Because what we're about to step into isn't just another date on a calendar. September 21st, the day of the solar eclipse in Virgo, is not just a celestial event. It's a turning point, a reset, a divine opportunity for you to reclaim your energy, your daily life, and your freedom from the weight of perfectionism. This isn't about fear. It isn't about predicting doom. This is about power, your power. The solar eclipse in Virgo is here to strip away illusions, to highlight the habits and patterns that no longer serve you, and to ground you back into what truly matters. And if you're willing to lean into this moment, if you're willing to let go of control and embrace the reset, this could be the exact turning point you've been waiting for. Now, let's get real. Virgo energy is meticulous. It's detail-oriented. It thrives on organization, structure, and order. Virgo governs health, routines, service, and the small everyday actions that add up to a lifetime of results. Virgo is the part of you that wants to improve, refine, perfect. But sometimes that gift turns into a prison. Sometimes the drive for order becomes an obsession with control. Sometimes the desire to improve morphs into perfectionism, and instead of freeing you, it chains you. This eclipse in Virgo is a cosmic intervention. It's like the universe is pulling you aside and saying, "Enough. Stop trying to prove yourself by doing more, fixing more, controlling more. Come back to earth. Come back to simplicity. Come back to balance." And that's why this moment is so powerful. It's not just a shift in the sky, it's a shift inside of you. Let's begin with health, because Virgo is directly connected to the body, to wellness, to the ways you care for yourself every single day. Think about your body for a moment. How often do you criticize it? How often do you ignore its signals because your mind says, "Push harder, keep going, don't stop"? Virgo's shadow is perfectionism, and in health, that can look like chasing impossible standards. It can look like obsessing over diets, forcing workouts you hate, or punishing yourself for not looking or feeling a certain way. This eclipse may bring health issues to the surface, not to punish you, but to wake you up. Maybe fatigue sets in, maybe stress hits harder. Maybe your digestion, your sleep, your energy feels disrupted. It's not random. It's your body saying, "I need care, not criticism. I need rest, not punishment. I need balance, not extremes." Health is not about control. It's about harmony. And during this eclipse, the universe is inviting you to simplify. Drink water, sleep deeply, eat food that nourishes instead of just numbs. Move your body in ways that bring joy, not just discipline. Reground yourself in the basics, and watch how your energy shifts. Now let's talk about work. Virgo is the worker, the servant, the one who gets things done. It's the part of you that shows up, handles the details, keeps the system running. But here's the trap: equating your worth with your productivity. Believing that your value is tied to how much you accomplish, how perfect your output is, how reliable you appear. This eclipse will shake that up. Maybe projects collapse. Maybe new responsibilities land in your lap. Maybe the job you've been grinding at suddenly shifts in direction. At first, it feels like chaos. But lean in closer. It's actually a correction. The message is clear. Stop defining yourself by your work. Stop believing that busy equals worthy. Stop sacrificing your soul at the altar of productivity. Work matters, yes, but you matter more. This eclipse is asking you, are you working to live, or are you living to work? The reset is simple but radical. Create a relationship with work that supports your life, not one that drains it. Allow space for rest, for joy, for play. Because your worth is not measured in tasks completed, it's measured in the presence and energy you bring to the world. Virgo thrives on routine. It loves structure, schedules, to-do lists. Routines create safety, predictability, stability. But sometimes, routine becomes a cage. Sometimes the schedule you thought was grounding you is actually suffocating you. This eclipse might blow up your routines. The morning ritual you swore by suddenly stops working. The strict schedule you held yourself to might collapse. It's frustrating, but it's not failure. It's freedom. The eclipse is inviting you to rebuild routines that truly serve you. Not routines that look good on paper, not routines that impress other people, but routines that align with your actual needs and energy. Maybe it's as simple as walking outside for 10 minutes a day. Maybe it's cooking one nourishing meal for yourself instead of rushing through fast food. Maybe it's cutting your to-do list in half and focusing only on what matters. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. This is your chance to reset, to create rhythms that feel like support, not punishment. Virgo is about service. It's about helping, contributing, showing up for others. And that's beautiful when it's balanced. But when service becomes self-sacrifice, when giving becomes draining, when helping others leaves you empty, something has gone wrong. This eclipse will expose those imbalances. Maybe you notice how much you give without receiving. Maybe you realize certain relationships only take from you. Maybe work demands more than it gives back, and suddenly you're face to face with the truth. You've been pouring from an empty cup. The lesson here? Service without self-care is unsustainable. True service flows from overflow, not depletion. This eclipse is teaching you the power of boundaries, saying no when your soul says no, protecting your energy, choosing where you give and where you no longer can. Boundaries are not selfish, they're sacred. They ensure your giving is clean, loving, and sustainable, and this eclipse is your chance to draw those lines. Finally, let's talk about order. Virgo craves it. Virgo wants systems, organization, predictability. But eclipses break illusions, and the illusion of control is one of the biggest. During this eclipse, plans may unravel, systems may collapse. The order you worked so hard to create may fall apart. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary, because control is heavy. Control keeps you rigid, keeps you locked in fear. This eclipse is reminding you, real order doesn't come from micromanaging life. Real order comes from being grounded within yourself. When you are steady on the inside, the outside doesn't have to be perfect. When you trust yourself, you don't need to control everything around you. This eclipse is not taking control away from you. It's showing you that you never needed it to begin with. The do's and don'ts of eclipse energy. So, how do we move through this moment with wisdom? Let's break it down. Do slow down. This is not the time to race ahead. Breathe, rest, let yourself process. Do listen to your body. If it's asking for rest, give it. If it's craving nourishment, honor it. Do simplify, clear clutter, streamline routines, make space for what matters. Do ground yourself. Walk in nature, meditate, journal. Anchor into the present. Do reflect. Notice where perfectionism controls you. Replace criticism with compassion. And just as important, don't fall into the traps. Don't make big decisions on the day of the eclipse. Emotions are high. Clarity comes later. Don't cling to control. Let shifts happen. Trust the process. Don't overcommit. Keep your schedule light. Don't feed the inner critic. That voice will be loud right now. Don't obey it. Don't forget this is temporary. The intensity passes. The lessons remain. So here's the deeper truth. This eclipse isn't here to punish you. It's here to liberate you, to free you from perfectionism, to remind you that your worth was never in your work, your routines, your health rituals, or your control. Your worth is in your being, in your presence, in the love and energy you bring to each moment. Virgo's true gift is not perfection, it's improvement. The willingness to refine, to grow, to evolve little by little. And the eclipse is not asking you to abandon that gift, it's asking you to soften it, to stop using it as a weapon against yourself, to remember that you are enough, right now, exactly as you are. So, on September 21st, when the sky darkens and the eclipse takes hold, don't fear the shakeups. Welcome them. Let go of what no longer serves. Release the need to prove yourself. And step into a new season of life where your daily habits, your routines, your service, and your health all flow from a place of compassion, not control. When the sky shifts, so do we. And the solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st is not just a shift, it's a doorway. Think of it like this. Every eclipse is a reset button. It's the universe flipping the breaker switch, turning the lights off for a moment, and then turning them back on. When they come back, something is rearranged, something is cleared, something is new. Now, let's lean in. Virgo rules the small details of your life, and that means this eclipse isn't about huge external drama, it's about subtle but life-changing internal awakenings. It's about the things you do every single day, your habits, your thought patterns, the routines you wake up into, and the energy you carry through them. Because here's the truth. It's not the giant leaps that change your life. It's the little things you repeat day after day that carve your future. And right now, the universe is giving you permission to rewrite them. Let's dive deep into perfectionism, because that's the theme Virgo shadows bring to the surface. Perfectionism is a thief. It steals your joy. It convinces you you're never enough. It pushes you to do more, achieve more, polish more, yet no matter how much you do, it whispers that it's still not enough. How many times have you finished something, a project, a task, even a conversation, and replayed it in your head thinking, I could have done that better? How many times have you hesitated to start something because you were waiting until you had the perfect plan? How many times have you burned yourself out trying to meet impossible standards? That's perfectionism at work. It's sneaky. It wears the disguise of ambition, discipline, excellence. But at its core, perfectionism is fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. And here's the raw truth. Perfectionism doesn't make you excellent. It makes you exhausted. This eclipse is here to tear that mask off. It's here to reveal where perfectionism has been running your life. And more importantly, it's here to free you from it. So, what's the antidote to perfectionism? It's regrounding. It's coming back to earth. It's letting go of the impossible standards and reconnecting with the simple, practical rhythms that sustain you. Think of a tree. A tree doesn't force itself to grow faster. It doesn't obsess over whether its branches look perfect. It roots itself deeply into the ground, and growth happens naturally. That's the lesson here. Your roots, your daily grounding, matter more than the image you project. Regrounding looks like this: eating food that fuels instead of numbs, moving your body in ways that energize, not punish, creating routines that flow with your energy instead of against it, choosing presence over perfection. And here's the magic. When you reground yourself in simplicity, you actually become more effective. You think clearer. You move with purpose. You stop scattering your energy chasing perfection, and you start channeling it into what actually matters. Let's be real. Eclipses can feel like chaos. Plans fall apart. Systems break down. Routines get disrupted. You might feel ungrounded, confused, or even frustrated. And that's okay. That's part of the process. Remember, eclipses aren't here to destroy. They're here to redirect. The disruption is the medicine. The breakdown is the breakthrough. So if your schedule unravels during this eclipse, don't panic. Ask yourself, what part of this routine wasn't working for me anymore? If your work projects shift suddenly, don't spiral. Ask, what is this clearing space for? If your health feels out of balance, don't criticize yourself. Ask, what is my body trying to tell me? The chaos isn't punishment. It's clarity. It's showing you exactly what needs to change. Now let me pause and coach you through something practical. Big change can feel overwhelming, and perfectionism loves to whisper, if you can't do it all, don't bother doing anything. That's a lie. Here's the truth. Massive transformation comes from tiny, consistent shifts. If you improved just 1% every day, in 1 year, you wouldn't just be better, you'd be transformed. So, during this eclipse, don't think about overhauling your entire life. That's just another trap of perfectionism. Instead, ask yourself, what's one 1% shift I can make? Maybe it's drinking one more glass of water a day. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to stretch before bed. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. Maybe it's deleting one obligation that drains you. Small, consistent changes are where the magic lies. This eclipse is not asking for perfection, it's asking for progress. Virgo's shadow voice is the inner critic, and during this eclipse, that voice may feel louder than ever. You might hear thoughts like, "You're not disciplined enough. You should have done more. You're falling behind. Other people have it all together. Why don't you?" Sound familiar? Here's the thing. The inner critic thinks it's protecting you. It believes that if it pushes you hard enough, you'll be safe from judgment, rejection, or failure. But in reality, it just keeps you small. It keeps you locked in fear. This eclipse is your chance to rewrite the script, to replace criticism with compassion, to meet that inner voice, not with obedience, but with challenge. So when the critic says, "You're not enough," you say, "I am enough, right now, exactly as I am." When it says, "You should have done more," you say, "I'm proud of what I've done." When it says, "You're falling behind," you say, "I'm on my own timeline." This isn't just positive thinking, it's reprogramming. It's reclaiming your inner dialogue. And that's how you silence the critic, not by fighting it, but by retraining it. And now, as the eclipse fades and the sun reclaims the sky, I want you to remember something profound. What you've just experienced is not only written in the stars, it's written in you. The eclipse is a mirror of your own transformation, a celestial reminder that darkness always gives way to light, and endings are always the beginning of something more powerful. The Virgo Solar Eclipse is not just an event, it's a contract, a sacred agreement between you and the universe. The agreement says this: I am ready to let go of the weight I've carried. I am ready to step out of the prison of perfectionism. I am ready to build a life that feels like freedom, grounded in truth, balanced in rhythm, overflowing with love. Look back at history. Every great shift, every renaissance, every revolution started with a shadow, a disruption, a breaking of what once seemed unshakable. And right now, you are living through your own renaissance. The shadow that passes over you on September 21st is not the end of your story. It is the chapter where you finally rise into the version of yourself you've always known was waiting. So here is your invitation. Do not walk into the light of the sun the same way you entered the shadow. Walk out lighter. Walk out freer. Walk out braver. Walk out committed to a new way of living, where your body is honored, your routines are supportive, your service is sacred, and your worth is unquestioned. This eclipse is your turning point. It is the universe whispering, "The old ways are gone. Step boldly into the new." So step, my friend. Step with courage. Step with faith. Step with the knowing that you are not here to be perfect. You are here to be powerful. You are here to be present. You are here to live. And when you look back months from now, you will remember September 21st, not as just another date, but as the day everything shifted, the day you let go, the day you reset, the day you regrounded your life and reclaimed your power.